Hi, this is Rachelle at Scrapcraftastic, and I'm here to do my weekly setup in my Dollar Tree planner. It is in a traveler's notebook cover from Walmart Pen and Gear. The poof and the tassel are from Dollar Tree. And this week I am doing the Scrapcraftastic Weekly Planner Challenge. And the prompt is vintage TV / and or movies. So I'm going to be using this mini sticker book from Fabulously Creative, and I'm also going to be using this washi tape from Simply Gilded. I'll be using colorful boxes too from 2018 in this spread. And here I have printables from Art Digital Shop Design. I will link to them in the description box below. The palm trees that I'm using are from Pixabay, and the florals on this sheet are from the seasonal pages. And then I also have another sheet here from Art Digital Shop Design. Then these landscape scenes I created using a graphic from Pixabay, as well as the butterflies are from Pixabay. This is one of the spreads that I did this past week, where I'm going back and filling in the missing weeks, since this planner will be given away once it's full. And then I had the idea that to make the giveaway a little more manageable, that for each video that I do in this planner, starting with the bumblebee one and moving forward, for each video I kind of want to do it like a running raffle. So that means you would need to comment on every video. Then each video I will draw 2 names, and I'll post those in the community tab once they're drawn. So I'm thinking I should allow 48 hours for you to comment on the video. Then I will do a random drawing and select 2 names. And then those names will go in the hat and be eligible for the final giveaway. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. But I think that is how I'm going to run this. That will make it more manageable, and I think it's fair and gives everybody a shot. So 2 people per video will be chosen. Let me know in the comments what you think. So let's get into this. I'm going to be doing the 13th through the 19th. And the TV or movie that I chose, it's TV, is Fantasy Island. Now, this is one of my favorites. I wouldn't say it was my absolute favorite, but this was something that I used to really look forward to watching. And now they have a new remake or a new version of it. So I did find it on Hulu, and I watched it Friday night, and I think I'm hooked. I was smiling the whole time I watched that first episode, and I think I finished 3 episodes so far. And I had to stop myself from watching it, and so I can have something to watch another time. But I really enjoy it. I cannot believe it, because I don't really like watching TV anymore. It's too predictable. It's kind of boring to me. And I used to be a real couch potato. I used to watch TV all the time. That was like my favorite thing, watching TV. But so I chose Fantasy Island. When I first looked at the prompt for this week, I thought, oh, Andy Griffith was the first thing that came to mind. Andy Griffith. And then I thought of I Dream of Jeannie, which I didn't really even watch that much, but for some reason it just popped into my mind. And then the next thing was The Love Boat, and then of course Fantasy Island. And the reason that those 2 came in that order, I was raised Seventh-day Adventist, so we didn't watch TV sunset Friday to sunset Saturday. So when the time changed and the sun set early and we were home, I would always be looking forward to watching The Love Boat. And then this all came on Saturday night. I would watch The Love Boat, then I would watch Fantasy Island, and then I would watch wrestling. Yes, I watch wrestling. I used to. I quit watching it as I got older, but yeah, I used to love it. My dad even used to take me to wrestling matches when they would come. That was back in the day. Anywho, so yeah, I chose Fantasy Island because I'm kind of into it right now too. So that is why I chose what I chose. Now I just put down washi tape up at the top there. It has little airplanes on it, and I thought that was fitting because of, you know, Tattoo would say the plane at the beginning of Fantasy Island. So, and in the header there is a seaplane up there. It doesn't really stand out a lot because it's light and it kind of blends in, but there is a plane in the header. And while I'm putting down the washi tape, I also wanted to mention, I posted on the community tab, my best friend is trying to purchase her first home, and she doesn't qualify for any of the first-time buyer programs because of the type of home she's purchasing. Because of the cough, it's difficult to find housing in some areas, and where she is, it's not easy. So all of that to say, she needs a little help. I posted the GoFundMe link in the community tab. I'll post it in the description box below. If you can help, please do. I'm not going to be asking for help every time you turn around. It's just so happened that lately things have just been happening. And when I can help family and friends, I do what I can to help them. You never know. We could all end up in a position one day where we need help. So I always try to help when I can. Here I'm making a journaling style sticker. And I'm doing the Z fold, getting it ready to place on the paper. You see I did use the pink washi with the stardust, the blue washi with the stardust, and then the plain washi on the airplane washi. So here I'm using the Fantasy Island header on the top of the journaling sticker. And the reason this video is a voiceover, my mic battery died. I didn't know it. And so I lost all of my audio, but it's okay. So I'm just removing the backing. You've seen me do this several times. If you have any questions about this, or if you want me to do a dedicated video on this, let me know in the comments and I'm happy to do it. And I was really excited about this spread. I don't always have ideas instantly, but I had ideas instantly for this. So here I'm just removing the rest of the backing and making the flap area, burnishing it down because I'm not sure if this is removable sticker paper or not. So here I had a specific sticker that I wanted to use from Fabulously Creative. So I'm just going to set that aside. I'm going to go ahead and round the corners on the journaling sticker. And I use that here because of the way Saturday and Sunday is split. Doing the journaling style sticker gives more room for whatever you need to write on Saturday and Sunday. So now I'm going to go ahead and start placing the palm trees. I want this to have kind of a scenic feel, island scene feel. And I'm cutting off part of the palm tree because I'm going to place it right in the middle, and I didn't want to have to fight with it over the spine area, and so that everything would lay smoothly, I cut the palm tree so that I could have part of it on one page, part of it on the other page. And just to let you know, another little secret that I use, it's called something specifically, but I can't remember what it's called. Whenever I'm working with things, and I'm not necessarily applying to this spread, but whenever I'm working with a spread and it seems like I'm using things that don't go together, they don't match, they have absolutely nothing to do with each other, if you use the power of three, is what I call it, where you put three of whatever it is, it helps tie everything together. So if you notice here, I use more than three palm trees, but I use three cluster areas of the palm trees. So I don't know. It's like the magic number. If you know what that is called, let me know in the comments. I mean, I could Google it, but so here I am laying down some day covers. These were a digital that I got on Etsy, and I think the name of the shop is Thank Sis something. I can't remember the name. For anything that I use in the video, I will link to the shop in the description box below if it's available. So here I'm trying to decide if I should put the weekends on the outside or on the inside of the flap. I think they kind of interfere with the Fantasy Island header there, but I went ahead and put them on the outside. So up here, I'm adjusting and overlaying the palm trees on top of the date cover. I think it looks better that way. And now I'm going to start adding some decor using the tropical leaves and the florals. So there will be lots of layering and trimming and cutting because I want it to have a very full, lush look. While I'm working on the deco, I was just thinking, well, why did I choose that doll? I do have a doll that has on all white from COCO'S Vision, but the reason that I didn't is because the doll with the pink and the floppy hat reminds me of Debbie Morgan. She was on, I think, the second episode that I watched last night, and she had on a giant floppy hat. And to me, using the more modern version of Fantasy Island, something that relates to that, and then tying it in with what I remember from the old series just made more sense. So I chose to use the floppy hat girl. I'm continuing to add the deco, layering, trimming, all that good stuff. I'm trying to decide where to put the floppy girl hat, and then I decide to hold off on her. And I'm going ahead and adding the butterflies using the power of three. But I have seen a movie with Ricardo Montalban in it. He was the original Mr. Rourke that I remember. And it was kind of hard seeing him in something else because to me, he was just Mr. Rourke. So here I'm using some of my green gradient boxes. These are available to Patron, Elite, and Plus. and I am layering them behind the palm trees and some of the florals. Then I'm going to use a couple of pink boxes from colorful boxes from the Happy Planner. I'm adding the floppy hat girl and a few more of the green gradient stickers. By the way, Debbie Morgan she has not aged. It was incredible. I couldn't even believe how good she looked. I was telling my daughter that I remember her being in some soap opera when I was little or a kid, or younger, much younger. And she just looks exactly the same. Because I knew who she was as soon as I saw her without that hat on. I knew who she was right away. But anyway, I think we are done with the stickers here. So this is something that I worked on originally that I had an idea for, and that was the vellum to use on this. I've only used vellum one other time in the Dollar Tree planner, but I just had this scene in my mind when I thought about doing this. But when I place this vellum on the page, I think it's just too much. So I decide I don't want to use that one. Then this one, it seemed a little too lush and thick considering what I already had going on the page. And yeah, when I placed it down, there's just not enough. I don't know what it is. It's too much. And then this one I think is better. It has a little more lightness to it, a little more white space. I think it works much better. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this one down and get it ready to go into the planner. Okay, so it's trimmed down and ready to go, but we're going to do something a little different this week. This is going to be viewer's choice because I'm torn. So do you think I should go ahead and tip in the vellum for the Fantasy Island spread? This is what it would look like on the left. This is what it would look like on the right. To me, it kind of takes away from the whole look of the spread. So I wasn't sure I should add it. So I'm going to let you look at it again. This is with the vellum added. This is how the spread would look. And this is how it looks without it. So let me know in the comments below which way you think I should go with it, no vellum or add the vellum. And we will do it before we work on the next spread. I just tucked it in the front of the planner, so it will be there when I come back to do another spread. So let's pop this in here and get a good look at what we have so far. So this is the Fantasy Island spread. Don't forget to let me know in the comments if I should tip in the vellum or if it's better without the vellum. Also, don't forget to check out the GoFundMe link for my friend. I will leave it in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that little gray bell so that you'll receive notification each time I upload a new video. Be sure to check the community tab and my stories for updates throughout the week. Also, check us out over at patreon.com/Scrapcraftastic for exclusive content and digital downloads. Visit my other channel, Journal Life's Journey, for craft videos and junk journals. You can find me across social media at Scrapcraftastic. Visit my website and shop at scrapcraftastic.com. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.